Now getting tuned in, the Darius Lee Memorial Classic, HCU's preseason player of the year last season. The late Darius Lee, the best way to honor him, Coach, of course, to go out and get the win.
Yeah, because he was a winner. He would score 50 here tonight, I promise you that.
Huskies with their first possession, looking for their second Southland Conference win. Picked up their first last Saturday at Texas A&M Commerce. Jay Alvarez. That's off of Lamar, and it'll stay with the Huskies. 4
seconds on the shot clock, especially when you're on the defensive end. You got to know that. But this is where there's a great out-of-bounds play. Watch for Marion to get a lob.
Alvarez cuts, and the reverse.
Now, if you're Coach Brooks, that drives you crazy. You only got 4 seconds to go. The ball, and they shoot a layup.
Lamar back the other way, averaging 81 points per game. They have made some strident improvements this season. See a look at Alvin Brooks starting 5. Several returners, and then the addition of B.B. Knight, another local player. This is Chris Pryor with his first take, and no free throws. It's hard to quantify how improved this Lamar team is. 2-22 in 2022, 9-22 last year. That was 358th out of 363 teams in the NCAA. This year, Coach, they're above 500 and 3-1 in the league.
Yes, and league play is what counts.
Yes.
Because at the end of the year, you got to go to McNeese, win the tournament, and then get in the NCAA. That's what basketball is all about, playing in the NCAA tournament.
Now the lone loss for the Cardinals coming head-to-head against McNeese, who is a perfect 4-0 to start league play under Will Wade. First points of the day for the Cardinals on the free throw from Pryor, and then a loose ball foul on Lamar.
Yes, but Big Mike does a great job. I was just looking at it. Can you believe the man is shooting the ball 56% for the year?
Yeah, among the Southland Conference leaders in the top 5 in true field goal percentage. Alvarez swatted away. And Lamar looking for its first lead of this game. Split the season series last year. Terry Anderson can't connect. And Alvarez clears.
But when you limit the team to 1 shot, you got a chance to win. You got to reverse the ball.
Mike Amarabe, quiet lately, just 2 points and 6 points on the road. Losses to Northwestern State and the win over A&M Commerce. Alvarez cans it.
If Alvarez is hitting the 3 ball, it's going to be a win for the home team.
They struggled to shoot it from outside. Below 30% on the year, but hoping to spark something here on their home floor. Very friendly shooting environment. Already a 4-point lead.
Still 1 shot. No second chance opportunities. Come down. Run your set offense.
What a steal for Chris Pryor, but it pinballs out of bounds off the Cardinals.
Every time the ball goes out of bounds in the backcourt, you're going to see Lamar come out, pressure the ball. They want an up-tempo game. They want a high-scoring game. And you're going to see them come out right now. We're going to have one of those stoppages to see if the call was correct.
Yeah, just to make sure. That was a bit of an interesting play there. Marcus Green lost the handle, and Chris Pryor batted it all the way back into the backcourt. See Coach Cottrell there, assisted by Terry Johnson and Judd Kinney. Coach Kinney is 14th season on this staff. The rest has been reshuffled as they continue to try to help HCU navigate Southland play. What do you think about the lineup change today for Coach Ron Cottrell, putting Dominic Capriati in the starting lineup?
Capriati shoots. I like shooters. I like people who put the ball in the basket. He can put the ball in the basket from Phoenix, Arizona. Looks like every player we get from Phoenix, Arizona. Long laced here.
Yep.
They can shoot the ball. I guess it's just how they're raised out there. It's going to be HCU's ball with only 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Huskies looking to add to their early cushion.
He moved, trying to get open. You cannot, once the dead ball out of bounds on the end line, you got to be able to get open. You can't move it. It's like a point after a foul.
B.B. Knight off the side of the backboard. Huskies with numbers. Marcus Green rejected. Terry Anderson with the block.
What a defensive play there.
Lamar trying to spark some offense. Anderson rewarded with the basket.
but I've never seen a left-handed player that did anything but go left. You got to know that Anderson's left-handed. They're not going to switch over and go right-handed.
Mike Amarabe nearly loses it. That'll stay with HCU. One more look at this swat. Terry Anderson chasing him down the whole way. HCU looking for win number 4 in the season today.
There's going to be an up and down, a lot of pressure on this game defensively.
Marcus Green into the paint. Oh, he hit the circus shot.
How he did. He hit one of the greatest shots of all time. He got no foul.
All clean there as Green drops in his first 2. B.B. Knight from Katy, Texas. Can't hit the 3, and the rebound poked out. That's HCU's basketball.
Knight went to Tompkins High School. That's where both of my grandchildren there went to. We got his dad in attendance. He's the assistant coach at Tompkins. The head coach there is Bobby Sanders, who played right here.
HCU alum.
And you know what he told me? He said, I'm the assist leader at that time, HBU, because Coach Crocker wouldn't let me shoot. I said, most of the coaches don't let you shoot, Bobby, because you don't shoot very good.
Got to tell them like it is, right?
I mean, that's just the facts.
Early 4-point lead for the hosts. Dominic Capriani, the transfer from Oakland. 8 to shoot. Alvarez gives it up late, and a steal for Terry Anderson. He's been everywhere in the defensive end. Pryor off the pump. The tip in. Adam Hamilton drops it in.
What a great play. Great offensive rebounding by Hamilton. 7-5. That's about what I thought it would be.
HCU's led the whole way thus far. Marcus Green, the transfer from Panola College. Capriani fakes the shot. A rare 2 for Capriani is off. And the rebound out of bounds. It'll stay with the Huskies. It'll bring us to our first media timeout of the day. Good one thus far. HCU with a 2-point lead in the Darius Lee Memorial Classic. The conference would like to thank the following partners. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Louisiana is a trip. Take one today. Plan your getaway today at explorelouisiana.com. By Coushatta Casino Resort, Louisiana's best bet. Official partner of the Southland Conference. And Ticket Smarter. Think smarter. Think Ticket Smarter. An early 2-point lead as Kizo looks on the sideline there for HCU. Garrett Jones and Van Chancellor here with you. And Coach, we know offense is never going to be an issue for Ron Cottrell's teams. Always flying up and down the floor with authority. How did they get it done on the defensive end today?
They're doing a nice job of only giving up a point a minute. That right there will get it done. I don't think there's a finer offensive mind in basketball today than Coach Ron Cottrell. They do this so many, because he worked under Nolan Richardson, but he's done some things here on his own that I think are outstanding offensively.
500 wins in his 33-year coaching career. A steal for Lamar. Jayshon Jackson pokes it away. Terry Anderson going to work. Gave it up late, and Jenko Bulic lays it in.
Anderson made that happen, though. He's 6'6", long and lean, can drive to the basket, sees the open teammate, hits him for the layup.
Bulic all the way from Nikšić, Montenegro. Long way from home in Beaumont. Jay Alvarez. Off the mark. Errol White with the rebound. Buckley turned away. Lamar scoring 81 points per game, allowing just 76. We'll get a shot clock reset.
But I tell you this much, when I look at this team of Lamar's, I'm going to show you a difference was when Billy Tuggs was there and did Yates. Coach Brooks looks like he worked under Coach Calvin Sampson. He's a great defensive coach. I think Lamar has improved because they're much improved when what they were 4 or 5 years ago, defensively.
Coach said it. That's a big reason why they won just 11 games over the last 2 seasons. Too close to matching that mark already in this young year. Top 250 in the NCAA net rankings coming into today. A give and go, and Barky Maring has his first bucket of the day.
And I still say, in the conference play, Maring's going to have to step up and start averaging about 15 points a game. He's just too strong, too big inside.
That's some good games on HCU's recent road trip. And he has rejection there. Marcus Green. Oh, my! He just put a man on a poster.
Hey, I said, Green, don't go up against the big man. What did he say do? You just TV announce, leave the playing to me.
Didn't know Marcus Green could get up like that. The 6'4" guard. Bring a little electricity into Sharp Jim. Take a look at this.
He goes up against a 6'10" defender and dunks the ball. He says, hey, I can get up.
That's a SportsCenter top 10 nominee indeed. Marcus Green climbing the ladder. Janko Bulic off the handoff. That won't be missed often by Jacavion Buckley. Scoreless last year at HCU. Already surpassed that today. Nearly a steal for BB Knight. And you said it right off the top of the show, Coach. If HCU is going to win today, they need to control the turnovers.
I don't think there's any doubt. You can't give an explosive offensive team. You look at this. What a play just to challenge the man 6'11".
That is absolutely no fear there on that dunk. Capriani. Bucket. He's got range over 35% from distance.
That shot reminded me of Long for the last couple of years. No fear. You talk about a shot.
HCU's former shooting guard Bryson Long transferred to Arizona State in the offseason. Both these teams have shooting guards playing in the Pac-12 these days. Nico Calmi is for Lamar's at Washington. Nate Calmi's, I should say. Green with the wild shot. He will draw free throws.
I'm interested to see if that's going to be 2 shots, a ball out of bounds. It looks like it's 2 shots. Well, Green, that's a heck of a play. Watch this. He got caught in an awkward position. He got fouled, so he wasn't he's in the act of shooting.
And he wanted the dunk again.
Oh, yeah. Green's shooting 78% from the free throw line. This is the person you want on the line. Now we've come in with an overrule.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be ball out of bounds for HCU.
Yeah, it's good if they run out of bounds plays. If I'm run, I think this suits me really well. I look for Marion to get the little dunk play here.
Offensive foul on the Huskies. Jay Alvarez just picked up his second. That's not what Coach Contra was hoping for.
No, when you got 5 points in the first 8 minutes, you don't need him to get your second foul, especially one of an offensive foul.
5-point game. HCU with the early lead. 1 game on their home floor in Southland play. They led by 15 in the second half at Nichols. Unfortunately, couldn't hold on in overtime. That's their first league loss. BB Knight with the finger roll. Two points for the transfer from Tulsa. Another clock issue.
struggling. You got 30 seconds on the shot clock. No time to run off. And as a coach, you don't want to keep getting this. Now you got to get the ball back in bounds.
Right.
You always, as a coach, one of your great fears, if you got the ball in play, you kind of got live action. Now you're going to get it out of bounds again, and you got to get it in bounds against pressure again.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do to control that either. Porter Basil into Marcus Green facing a trap.
You can't trap Marcus Green. Too strong, too good a ball handler. Another
offensive foul. Huskies just picked up their fourth.
Yeah, and that's just a turnover in essence. That's the same. Offensive fouls are just turnovers. That's what I'm talking about, getting the ball in bounds, getting a good, clean play.
Only the first on Marcus Green. Shaquavion Buckley gives it up. That's a triple for Jayshon Jackson. And we are tied.
Lamar's playing man pressure full court, and then they're doubling the ball, making Green give it up.
Cardinals with a 5-0 run. That'll stay with HCU.
They start out playing man, and then when Green puts it on the floor, they run immediately and trap him. I think Pierce is going to have to come back and help handle the ball. Basil.
Porter Basil in, Pierce Basil in. The two brothers out of Lincoln, Nebraska. Pierce leaves the floater short. And the rebound to Shaquavion Buckley. Buckley can't hit. Basil up the floor in a flash. No foul. That's a clean block for Errol White.
What a pace to this game so far.
Did you expect anything different? Bulich lays it in.
Big guy runs the floor.
7-0 run for Lamar after HCU built a 5-point lead. Scoring comes from Capriati. Really got away with the walk.
7 on the shot clock.
Green steps back. Basil saves it to his brother Porter. Capriati gives it up. 6 to shoot. Porter Basil in. Fouled on the drive.
Nice job of knowing the shot clock was down. Get it up. Basil goes to the basket, draws 2 free throws.
Well, Coach said it. What a pace we've got thus far. It's just a 2-point game in H-Town.
You hear that? Oh, this cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling. Listen. The sizzling, the chopping, the spatula.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Oh, cheesesteak?
grill.
Grill right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
There's something different about Louisiana, and that something is everything. Like one-of-a-kind musical moments that remix your molecules and feed your soul. And meals that are anything but square. This is the place where joy meets full and adventure awaits around every 1,000-year-old cypress tree. Louisiana's a trip. Plan yours today at louisianasatrip.com and come enjoy the offbeat, sweet life you won't find anywhere else.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. Ticket Smarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the Ticket Smarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think Ticket Smarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at Ticketsmarter.com.
Well, fun game in the Darius Lee Memorial Classic. Derek Jones is a former head man at LSU and Ole Miss. Van Chancellor here with you. Coach, Lamar went down 5 points, but a nice response as they take the lead 16-14. What have they done well over the last couple minutes?
Take care of the basketball. Right now, the turnovers is 5 for HCU, 1 for Lamar. You take care of the ball, and then they've been able to penetrate, get it on the glass, and get little easy shots.
Porter Basil to the free throw line. HCU's true freshman from Lincoln, Nebraska. His older brother Pierce is on the team, and Coach Ron Cottrell said before the season he and his brother could not be more different personality-wise. Pierce is very outspoken, very outgoing, and Porter's more reserved. They have a really good relationship and hoping to play several years of college basketball together. HCU's first 2 players off the bench today, the Basil brothers.
Yeah, and then after making the free throws, HCU's gotten the press. If a team is pressing you, you press them.
BB Knight is off. And HCU scoops up the rebound. HCU with an edge in the glass, 10-8 thus far. Basil to Mary. Off the mark.
Knight did a good job of offside rebounding, stealing the ball. Now he's got a 3-point shot.
Tough start for BB Knight. Basil couldn't find the board, and Adam Hamilton lays it in for a 3-point lead.
Offensive rebound.
Hamilton, the 6'9" transfer from Glendale Community College, another Arizona. HCU can tie on this possession, and a foul on Hamilton.
Lamar right now is doing a nice job of defending and pressuring HCU. They're struggling a little bit to get in their offense. See, Alvarez has got 2 fouls. He's on the bench, but he's a player that can come in and beat pressure and carry it to the rack and score.
Tristan Moore with his first touch. True junior. Just 4 to shoot. Green flashes in the lane and beats the buzzer.
What a great game that Green's having. Not only has he scored, he's beaten all of this Lamar pressure. He's handling the ball without turning it over. Great job.
Give and go from Bulich. That'll stay with Lamar. Pierce Basil hoping for the tip. Dominic Capriati back in, hoping to spark some HCU offense. Bulich puts the ball on the floor. And a turnover. Giveaway number 2 for Lamar on the day. A 6'11" Bonky Maring brings the ball to the floor.
I'd like for my guards to handle the ball right there. Post player, go get on the other end and post up.
As you often say, right, that's why they're on scholarship.
Yep.
Capriati. Oh, hit him with a step back.
I thought that was a really bad shot. But when it went in, I was thinking, great shot.
And Coach Ron Cottrell giving Dominic Capriati some more minutes as of late. Just a really pure shooter. 78% of his field goal attempts are threes. Very rarely takes 2s. He is a pure 3-point specialist. That's what's coming back the other way of Lamar.
I think Basil, the older Basil, the guard, he's got to come. He's getting away from the ball, letting 3 forwards handle the ball. I think he's the point guard in the game. I think he's got to come back and get the ball and get it across the line.
Really good game thus far. A couple of ties, few lead changes here and there. 2 teams that have seen each other a lot lately. The first matchup this season. Campus is about 90 miles away from each other. Pennebaker connects.
Pennebaker, what a nice jump shot. When you come off the screen and hit that 17-footer, great shot. Good job, Basil.
Everybody touching the ball, and Capriati drills his 3rd triple of the game.
Great ball reversal. Caparetta was ready to shoot the ball, stepped up, and you got to be ready to shoot.
He looks more confident.
Yeah.
Like we were saying, Coach Control's rewarding him with a lot of playing time. And that one's stuck on through. And Lamar back on top. Ron Cottrell told me before the season, there's no question about the shooting ability for Dominic Capriati. The thing that he had to prove to this coaching staff is, can he do it on the defensive end? He's taken some big strides forward in the last couple weeks and earning a ton of run here in the first half today. HCU struggling to find Marion in the post. Pennebaker with the teardrop.
Lamar does a great job of transition offense.
HCU can't outlet the ball. Another turnover. Chris Pryor can't make him pay. Out of bounds to HCU, and the Huskies struggling to grab rebounds. Really good flow to this game. It's still just 3 points between these two as we break here at the first. A 3-point game in the Darius Lee Memorial Classic. And Coach Lamar has turned up the pressure on the defensive end, making HCU take better care of the basketball and try to rebound better. How does HCU keep a better handle of the ball?
I think that Pierce Bassel's got to go back and handle the ball. But right now, Carpenter's been hurt for a long time since early in the year. I think his ball handling skills as the backup point guard is really hurting HCU at times.
Chiachar makes his first appearance in the post. How about the mid-range shot?
I love a player that can come in the first time they touch it, score.
That has to feel great for the recent graduate. Now, you're talking about Bruce Carpenter, Coach. That's a player that HCU's been missing since November. Took the last shot against UTSA in a one-possession game, and Huskies haven't seen him since due to an upper body injury. Jenko Bulic dropped in the deuce.
I think he would be exactly what they need. He can handle the pressure.
Tristan Moore off, but an offensive rebound. 2 offensive boards. Basil can't hit. It's been tough sledding for Pierce from distance this year. Really good shooter. Shot 34% from outside last year. This year, just 5 of 44 from outside.
I think he needs to relax a little bit. He loves the game. He wants to win. It's nothing but, I think, a desire just to play so well for the good of this team, not for him individually.
Bulic on the block. Mike Amarabey grabs the rebound.
A great defense by the Huskies.
Marcus Green started his career at Division I Sacramento State. Coach Cottrell said he's one of the guys that we feel most comfortable with because of that experience. Tristan Moore can't tie the game. HCU forward of its first 8 from distance, and a foul there on the Huskies.
I thought good ball movement, good shot. But then Lamar's doing a great job of getting defensive position, blocking out, and limiting HCU to one shot.
They're White back in along with Jacavian Buckley. Jayshon Jackson of San Antonio handling the rock for the Cardinals. HCU swarming after a steal for Capriati.
Coach Cochran wanted him to improve defensively. He just made a great play then.
Amarabey in the lane. And Mike draws the whistle.
Amarabey does a nice job of going to the basket. Now let's see if he can finish free throws. It's great to get free throw shooting, but this is an area he could improve his game. But as you see on replay, got it to the basket, draws fouls.
That's been a major storyline for HCU this season. They're just 62% at the free throw line. They're starting to improve. In recent games, 68% against A&M Commerce, 65% against Northwestern State. But you go back to a couple weeks ago in a game that we had, Coach, 24-38 at the line against Nichols. I mean, if they make 5-6 of those shots, that's a game that they win easily.
Really easy. But and what's amazing, you've coached here all your life, and you've been a very good free throw shooting team, and all of a sudden, you're not as good. You don't know why. You do the same things you've been doing for 25, 30 years.
Right. Lead cut down to 1 after Amarabey goes 2 for 2. HCU is a hard team to stop, but they're making them at the free throw line. Valentine Cat is into the game. A nice steal there for Amarabey.
Amarabey does a nice job, but then he feeds it to a guard.
What an extra pass there from Capriati, and it's out of bounds off of Chiachara. I mean, Lamar's basketball.
Great effort, though. Good shot, good looks. Just didn't go down. Nothing you can do about that.
Lamar's done a nice job, too, of when they have the lead, HCU's been able to chip back into it, but they've been able to control here in the late first half. What a feed, Terry Anderson on the lay-in.
Yeah, Anderson does a nice job of screening and rolling and going to the basket and then getting the open pass.
Jacavian Buckley nearly stole it as well. Lamar's doing a good job clogging the passing lanes tonight.
Yeah, they're doing a nice job of making the next pass difficult. And that's really good to do.
HCU led by 5 points, 14-9. Since then, the Cardinals have turned it up. Looking for their 4th conference win. Out of bounds off of Terry Anderson. And that will take us to our final stoppage of this first half. 30-27. One more stanza here left before the break.
Our orthopedic care is shaped around you. And you. And you. Because customizing treatments and using breakthrough techniques is how your comeback starts. Like 3D printing for ultra-precise joint replacements and providing the same specialty care as we do for the Houston Rockets. So you return sooner, stronger, better. This is orthopedic care designed for you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
At Houston Christian University, I found friendship.
I found excellence. I found a community brought together by worship.
I found more than answers. I found wisdom.
I found truth and my true calling. In all we do here, we find God.
And a path to our future in all we do.
It's a 3-point game, a battle between two Southeast Texas rivals. Garrett Jones and Van Chancellor here with you. And Coach, you mentioned it, Lamar has done a nice job of finding its way in front. They've been able to hold HCU off. How have they done it?
They've done it with great balance among their team. I mean, everybody, you look up, I'm just looking at their stats. They've got 5 or 6 players all doing well on both ends of the court.
Capriati stepped out of bounds. The shot was off anyway, but an unforced error there. That's the 10th giveaway for HCU today. Lamar with just 4 turnovers.
Yeah, you can't have 10 turnovers against a team that's 3-1 in league play.
Give and go. Denied. Ameribe climbs the ladder. And HCU trying to turn defense into offense. Moore. And a tough start for Tristan. 0 for his first 5 from the field, including 4 3-pointers off the mark.
I've always thought when you're 0 for 4, maybe your next should be a pass.
And he does get in there for a rebound, though. Board number 3 for Tristan. Marcus Green had the electric dunk. Had a tough game against A&M Commerce. Northwestern State, I should say. He went 0 of 9 from the field with just 2 points. But doing...
Green's going to get 2 free throws. Right now, Green's doing some... He is really controlling the offense for HCU. He's got 6 points with a chance to get 8. And right now, he's keeping the ball. He's making great decisions, getting to the rack.
Green, a big-time pickup for Coach Ron Cottrell as Bonky Merring works his way back in. Marcus started his career, as we mentioned, at Division I Sacramento State, and that was something that really intrigued this coaching staff. See, all the way from Gilroy, California.
Alvarez comes back in now with 2 fouls.
Right.
He's got to play smart. He can't reach in. He can't get it. He's just got to be able to play this last 3 minutes without fouling. And really smart players, and I think he's one can do that.
Alvarez with 5 points in this first half. Dominic Capriati leading HCU at 9. Terry Anderson trying to throw it down on Merring. HCU on the run. Bonky Merring in the post. Preseason first team All Southland Conference. Turned it over to Pryor. 2-on-1. Pryor drops it in. Chris Pryor, the senior from DeSoto, makes it a 3-point game once more.
When Lamar gets an opportunity, they take advantage of it.
Merring with the extra pass. 4th. Oh, my. That one was almost a 4th 3 of the first half for Capriati. It just rolled out, and Micah Merriman cleans it up.
Big Mike did a nice job of not thinking it was gone. He stayed around. Ball went as far down as you could go without going in.
I don't know how that didn't fall. It did a couple of rotations around the rim. HCU will force the turnover. Cody Pennebaker back in for Alvin Brooks' bunch.
Pennebaker's given them some scoring. He's already scored more than he's averaging. Now Lamar's going to pressure the ball, but they're going to have a hard time against Green.
Alvarez can handle the ball himself. And one. Jay Alvarez getting fancy.
The first game of the year, Coach Ron Cockrell, he said, Van, we got a pretty special player here this year. I said, well, he wasn't playing that night. Alvarez, well, he proved it on this play. You watch him go in, sidestep it, gets bumped, finish it, now to the free throw line.
Now you think about what this game means to him, particularly playing in the Darius Lee Memorial Classic. He transferred from the same school that Darius did SUNY Sullivan. They were both highly heralded players out of there. Coach Cottrell's made a nice connection with their coach and established a pipeline. You know, it means a lot for Jay to play in this game today.
Yes, and I think that's a good move. You let him play, go in and score. About a minute and a half left. Now you take him out of the game. You don't want him to get his third foul right here before halftime.
Helped HCU regain the lead. Lamar looking for an answer. They've gone cold. Just 1 of 7 from outside. Making 1 of 8 prior to that shot. 90 seconds left in the first half. These two have been nip and tuck the entire way through, as you'd expect. Marcus Green got the lay-in.
You talk about a special game when they've needed a basket, carrying it to the hole.
And Alvin Brooks will get a timeout to stop a bit of the bleeding. It's a 6-0 run for HCU. What have they done well offensively, Coach, to spark this?
Great balance. Great, reverse the ball. Let a lot of people touch the ball. Get it in and get it to the players who ought to held the ball and shoot the ball. This offense is not an equal opportunity employer. Offense is get it to who's getting it get done. And I don't want everybody shooting the ball. Everybody in basketball wasn't created equal. Some can shoot, some can't. Get it to those who can. That's what HCU's doing right now. They're giving the ball to Green. He's making plays.
And for Lamar on the other side, they've had control of this game and just not quite enough to push away. What do they do in these final 60 seconds?
They got to right now. They got to come down. And I think they got to let Anderson touch the ball. I think they've got to come down, come out of this timeout, get a great look at the basket. Isolate Anderson a little bit. He's left-handed. He's very. Not only can he score, he can get another player the shot.
Terry Anderson going right at Chiachara. Pennebaker, no.
Once you miss the shot, you got to keep Anderson off the glass. He's so athletic.
He is a relentless rebounder to boot, coming in over 6 rebounds per game. Merrick tips it away from Bulich, and that will stay with the Cardinals, but HCU getting in the passing lanes.
Yeah, defensively now, you only got 8 seconds. You got to make them take the ball away from the basket. Don't give them an opportunity going to the basket.
Pennebaker with 5 to shoot. Off the window. Rebound for Chiachara. 13 seconds to work with. Huskies looking to extend the lead before the break. Acharik falls away. Lamar can get back on top. Final 4 seconds. Terry Anderson can't drop the layup in. Amirabe. That'll end an exciting first half. HCU by. Both these two teams trying to pull away here early, so they don't have to worry about that. Nothing comes easy in this very balanced league. Second half underway, and a nice start for Alvin Brooks' bunch as Adam Hamilton lays it in for his first second half score.
Great play out of the halftime timeout, getting the ball inside, high percentage shot.
Back and forth they go. 6 lead changes, 3 ties. Bonky Merrick. So selfless with the basketball, and it leads to Capriati's 4th triple of the day.
That's 12 points. He's shooting the eyes out of it. Marion did a good job of seeing him on the weak side.
Second dime for Marion. HCU seesaws on top. Pennebaker turned away. How about Capriati on the block?
Not only does he knock down a 3 ball, he blocks a shot on the other end.
He is improving drastically before our eyes. Game high 12 points today. Alvarez.
Alvarez gets to the basket, looks a little short on the shot.
Chris Pryor with a wild shot.
Pryor takes a wild shot, but right there, Marion is going over. You can't, what I call is use the haymaker trying to block it. You want to block it with a flip of your wrist, not with your complete arm. And our boy Pryor shooting 77%. Nice free throw shooter. Could tie this game up.
Lamar pretty good at the free throw line this season. 72% as a team. That could be huge in the second half. HCU has been much better than usual at the line today. 5 out of 7. We're tied once more.
Close games are usually won on free throws throughout the game, not just at the end of the game.
You always talk about the 2 minutes at the beginning and end of halves. This could be huge as well.
Yeah, started. It looks like Lamar's going to press the whole time. HCU's going to have to fight that and not turn it over.
Just 6 to shoot. Alvarez. Looks like he stepped on the baseline.
Yeah. Alvarez has played a good game. He's got 4 turnovers. He's got to take a little bit better care of the basketball. But they're having to handle this ball against intense Lamar pressure.
Terry Anderson with 4 points in the first half. Cody Pennebaker with an offensive board. Chris Pryor with the second triple today from Lamar.
That triple was a result of a hard-fought offensive rebound that they got inside and kicked it outside.
Cardinals back on top. Pryor with 8 on the day. Offensive rebound, Bonky Maring off the miss. A couple more offensive boards, and Alvarez settles it down.
Great offensive rebounding then by the Huskies.
BB Knight, no. Knight off. Been a tough day for him returning back to Houston. This ball found there on Dominic Capriani. BB Knight just 1 of 6 from the field, 0 of 4 from outside.
That might have been just an all-out hustle play that we could have let go. That might, it's hard to sometimes in TV announcing, and I don't know why, but the referee is always going to be on that line right there in your way where you can't see the play that well.
That's almost like poor free throw shooters coming in and shooting well. It always is going to happen against your team, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Knight swatted by Ameribe and a foul on HCU. That's Big Mike's second.
But this game, you see penetration right here. You see Big Mike come over. And it's hard for a big guy not to want to block that shot. That's like a little guy dunking the ball. Knight's dad, he's shooting 85%. His dad's on the baseline down there watching and willing every game in.
BB Knight, we mentioned, started his career at Tulsa last season. A program record at Katy Tompkins High School, 1,687 points, 247 threes in his high school career, right up the road from Coach Chancellor.
Yeah, I live about 3 miles from the school. They almost won a state championship.
Yep. Coached by HCU alum Bobby Sanders. Alvarez off the window.
Alvarez is having some kind of night, but we got some kind of game.
Just when you think one team has done enough to pull away, the other swings right back into it. Javion Buckley off the bounce. Adam Hamilton going right at Maring. Hamilton with an offensive board. He took it right to an all-defensive team selection in Bonky Maring.
When Hamilton misses the shot, you got to go up and secure the rebound. Lamar's done a great job of crashing the offensive boards.
One of the best defensive players in the league. Couldn't hold him. Marcus Green with double-digit scoring today. Bonky Maring just 2. Alvarez. Amerabay with the second chance.
Amerabay with a great offensive rebound. Alvarez penetrates. Amerabay cleans it up on the other side. Back and forth.
6 straight points for Mike Amerabay. A 6-point outing for the second straight contest. Pryor can't step back. Amerabay saves it to Adam Hamilton. Pryor from the free throw line.
Offensive rebounds, the last couple of baskets.
Chris Pryor, just a pure shooter. Put Lamar back up by 3. Jay Alvarez turned away. It's HCU's basketball. And that will bring us to our first stoppage of this second half. Back and forth they go. Lamar up by 3.
Our orthopedic care is shaped around you. And you. And you. Because customizing treatments and using breakthrough techniques is how your comeback starts. Like 3D printing for ultra-precise joint replacements and providing the same specialty care as we do for the Houston Rockets. So you return sooner, stronger, better. This is orthopedic care designed for you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
This is where I find my community. I find my answers. I find my calling in all I do.
At Houston Christian University, I found friendship.
I found excellence. I found a community brought together by worship.
I found more than answers. I found wisdom.
I found truth and my true calling. In all we do here, we find God.
And a path to our future in all we do.
This is where I find my community. I find my answers. I find my calling in all I do.
They've been nip and tuck throughout this game. Lamar with a narrow edge on HCU. Garrett Jones and the Hall of Fame head coach Van Chancellor here with you. HCU gets the basketball back. Coach, do you look for them to change anything with their approach offensively?
I think they just got to keep what the difference in the game is 21-7 points off of turnovers.
Bonky Maring off the inbound. 7 turnovers for Lamar, 14 for HCU. They've struggled a bit with that over the past couple seasons. What a find. Green to Maring.
And Marin did a nice job of setting the screen, rolling to the basket. Green penetrated, drew 2 defenders, and hit Marin for the easy shot. Game's going back and forth, just like we thought.
Only 4 points for Bonky Maring today. Look for him to be a little more aggressive as we head down the stretch. Errol White traveled on the gather.
Yeah, I think he saw Marin come on the weak side. He switched over and started going to the basket before he put the ball on the floor.
Rod Dixon, Eric Cornerbush, and Nick Atwood, our Houston-based Southland Conference crew. HCU looking to get back on top. Mark the 10th lead change of this game. Amerabay. Foul on Lamar. Ja'Kavion Buckley. That's only the first in the Cardinals in the second half.
2 free throws. What's our man shooting from the free throw line? I'm going to look that up. Not shooting. Great penetration. Great draw on the foul. Getting to the line.
Mike Amerabay having a great day at the stripe. 3 of 3 today. You see on your screen just 43% on the year.
Yeah, has not shot the ball really well from the free throw line. But yesterday's stats don't matter. It's what you do in the game that counts right now.
That's certainly something to keep an eye on down the stretch. HCU now 7 out of 9 at the free throw line. That's so much better than their season average of just 62%. They can make their free throws. This is a game they could win, trying to pull an upset against a team that's 3-1 to start league play. This foul coming away from the basketball.
They got Green for holding on the weak side away from the basketball. But that's only his second foul.
Right.
You know, having 2 fouls with 14 minutes to go is not all bad.
Yeah, really balanced foul distribution. Several teams with each player with 2. You got to love that when a game comes down to its true outcome, right? When it's not altered by players in foul trouble. Nice even distribution of fouls today. Buckley can't hit. He gets his offensive rebound. Jenko Bulic off the handoff. Lamar trying to go back on top. Harold White, no. And HCU will let them have that shot all day long. Trying to build a cushion here in the second half. Green explodes in.
Green just did a nice job of just driving by Pennybaker and getting to the rack. Timeout, Lamar.
Alvin Brooks will call the TO. It's a 6-0 run for HCU. Huskies trying to win on their home floor today in the Darius Lee Memorial Classic. Well, this one has sure lived up to its billing. A 3-point game between Lamar and HCU. And, Coach, how about the balanced scoring for Ron Cottrell's bunch? 12 points from Marcus Green, 12 from Capriani, 11 from Jay Alvarez today.
The HCU comes out in a little 2-3 zone coming out of the timeout to go against any play. Lamar might have run out of bounds. Little 2-3 zone, going to make them shoot from outside.
Cardinals even at the top of their scoring heap, too. Pennebaker with 10, Pryor with 10. And Jacavion Buckley now with 4 after his jumper. Nobody can pull away today.
No. Great balanced scoring for the Huskies. But every time Lamar's needed a basket, different players made that basket.
These two spent some time at the bottom of the table last year in the Southland as Capriani's off. But when they played each other head-to-head, both games were blowouts. One team ran away with it in the second half on their home floor, and that was pretty much it. Today, we know they're evenly matched, and the game is played out that way thus far.
It stayed close throughout the game. It's going to be close at the end of the game.
HCU scored 56 points in the second half in this game last year on home floor. Alvarez hangs on to the basketball. Marcus Green on the clear out. Just 6 to shoot. Wow, he hit the fadeaway Nowitzki style.
That's 14 points. He had the ball, he spread the floor, penetrated.
What a shot to make it a 3-point game. Jenko Bumic.
Green did a good job of guarding without going up in the air and fouling.
Jackson off the mark. Harold White. That's Lamar's basketball. And that brings us to the under 12 timeout. HCU controlling the glass 30-25. Lamar trying to chip back into it, down 3. Well, HCU breaks the huddle up by 3 points. Garrett Jones and the former head man of the Houston Comets, Van Chance, are here with you. And Coach Lamar has been nip and tuck with HCU, as we've said here in the second half. They just quite haven't been able to get over the hump. What do you think's holding them back?
I think right now, just being able to get the ball in the paint, second chance points, and it's just that kind of game. I don't think you keep on doing what you're doing. Then somebody's got to make a play. It's going to come down to one play late in the game.
Cody Pennebaker with 10 points. Chris Pryor with 10. Other than that, everybody else in single digits for Lamar. Very balanced. Harold White, he'll take that all day long. Slipped through the cracks. HCU looking to extend its lead. Huskies played a close game against Nichols to start Southland Conference play. Came up short in overtime on their home floor. Trying to create some separation here in the second half. Green. Rebound to Pennebaker. Lamar can go back on top. Pennebaker to the 10.
Now, that's one of the great things about your modern-day college basketball player. They're so athletic. He did kind of a little reverse layup hook over the back in the open court, and he's 6'6".
Back-to-back buckets for the Cardinals as Jay Alvarez is fouled.
You look at it. Pennebaker does a nice job. A little ball fake, goes across his body. Kind of I'd call it a little reverse over his shoulder shot. Difficult shot. Very good shot. And then now it's going to come down to the free throw line. You got to be able to make free throws when it counts under pressure with 11 minutes to go.
Alvarez 0 for his first 2. He's 7 out of 10 at the stripe today. Wholesale changes for both teams. Terry Anderson back in along with Dominic Capriani for HCU. Alvarez levels this game. Tied up, 11 minutes left. What more could you ask for? BB Knight, swish. He is a relentless scorer. We talked about his 247 threes in his high school career. That's his first one from outside today.
Great shot by Knight with his daddy looking on in the end zone here. What better time than to hit it in a tie game?
Amirabe got the reverse.
Same kind of play. Big guy makes an athletic play.
That's a big man doing that too. Nearly an and one for Ja'Shawn Jackson, but he'll have free throws.
I think HCU's had a couple of opportunities instead of trying to, you watch Kepler, go to slapping down. Don't try to block that shot. He's off balance. Make him make a tough shot.
Yeah, it's a really interesting coaching point from you earlier in the game when you were talking about trying to block with your wrist instead of coming down with your whole arm.
Because you got Jackson, an 85% shooter.
Got a friendly roll. Transfer from Abilene Christian, a former Southland Conference member. A rare miss. And Marion gobbles up the boards. HCU out rebounding Lamar 31-26. Basil in the paint. 2 offensive rebounds for HCU, and they can't come up with a bucket.
2 chip shots to go in, couldn't make either one.
Remember that if this thing's close late, especially that bucket on the other end. Lamar with the 4-point lead. Largest advantage of the day for the Cardinals. Now you really need a score to keep pace if you're HCU.
You got to find a way to score. In a game of this nature, you can't go down too deep.
Alvarez stopped. Clock reset. Bonky Marion with 8 rebounds in this game. Amirabe with 8 as well. They have been super active on the glass.
Yeah, offensive rebounds has kept HCU in the game.
You talk about it a lot. Guards are on scholarship to bring the ball up the floor. Those bigs are doing exactly what they're on scholarship for. We've got a replay review.
Yeah, I want to see what the shot clock is like. A lot of action. Then now you asked me earlier in the first game about replay. This is one of the great examples of what replay should be. A lot of action then after before they realized the shot clock went on. Well, you need to go to the clock. Otherwise, you're just guessing at it. Now you can actually go and figure it out. I like this part of it.
That's a great look behind the scenes at what it really looks like for our officials to go under the hood. And take a look there at our next matchup, Coach. New Orleans coming in here on Monday night. They're down big to Northwestern State right now at home. Just goes to tell you this league is just so balanced. Anybody can beat anybody.
Every game is going to be just about like this. There's no telling which way it's going to go. You don't never know.
McNeese has sort of separated itself at the top of the heap, but you mentioned it's going to be extremely hard when you play a 20-game slate to go through unblemished. It's really just not so much a matter of if, it's more a matter of when they're going to trip up. And Lamar nearly had them on the ropes on Monday night. They braved the ice. They had to drive up north around I-10 and get to the Legacy Center on Monday night.
Yeah, but see, Garrett, at the end of the day, it's not who wins the regular season. They don't go to the NCAA.
Yep.
And then you got to go. Now, the only advantage I have, Lamar's going to be playing at home. And you're going to have to go there, but that's not impossible. You just got to play well with how many games you have.
Look around the league. Texas A&M Commerce up in southeastern Louisiana. That's the preseason favorite. Neeson and Kearney Word, the game to watch this evening. And Northwestern State, as we said, they are all over HCU's next opponent, New Orleans. Back to play. Shot clock at 12 seconds, and Marion drops it in to make it a 2-point game once more.
Marion made a nice play, a great play. And I think to go up under and out of bounds, we're seeing nothing but great offensive plays today.
Final 10 minutes in Houston. Adam Hamilton denied. And once again, stop me if you've heard this before, HCU can tie or take the lead. Possessions coming at a premium in this very close game. And one. Bonky Mering delivers.
I think that maybe later in the game, with the game on the line, that's the play to run right there. Go it inside. Great feed by the big man to the next big man and shooting it. Now it's time. Marion has been a 77% shooter. It's time to step up and make it.
HCU has courted Bonky Mering 3 different times. Once at a high school north of the Houston area, once coming over from Blinn College at the JUCO ranks, and a third time out of a transfer from UTEP. They wanted him badly, and you can see why. He has been a great player over the last 2 years for Ron Cottrell. He's put HCU back on top. BB Knight can't connect. Look at that on your screen. 7 ties, 12 lead changes. We still got 8 minutes left. Alvarez. They say it was tipped.
You got to know there's 12 seconds.
Alvarez missed everything. Valentine Cat regains the lead for Lamar. A local recruit out of Orangefield, Texas. Basil puts HCU on top. Mering with the swat. Pryor keeps it alive. Basil with another rejection, and Terry Anderson sticks with it. Mering brings the ball up the floor. Capriati lost the handle. This will be Lamar basketball. Dominic can't believe it. Might take another look at that one. Lamar on top. It's a 1-point game. 7 minutes left. You don't have any reasons to tune out. The Texans are at halftime.
What's the score of that game?
10-10.
Texans return to punt.
We'll be right back.
At Houston Christian University, I found friendship.
I found excellence. I found a community brought together by worship.
I found more than answers. I found wisdom.
I found truth and my true calling. In all we do here, we find God.
And a path to our future in all we do.
Wide open spaces and lots of room to play. That's Coshada Casino Resort. Escape to Coshada and play the largest and most spacious gaming floor in Southwest Louisiana. With thousands of the newest, most exciting slots, over 55 table games, live bingo and off-track betting, plus beautiful hotels, award-winning cuisine, and the #1 golf course in Louisiana.
It's Louisiana's largest casino resort and Louisiana's best bet.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. Ticket Smarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the Ticket Smarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think Ticket Smarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at Ticketsmarter.com.
Well, this game has been just about everything you could have hoped. 63-62, Lamar with the edge. Garrett Jones, the former head coach of the Houston Comets, Van Chancellor here with you. Maybe you're flipping around, taking a break from the Texans game at the playoffs at the halftime. This one has been super close all the way through. 15 leads for Lamar, 15 for HCU, 7 ties. And Lamar just got the basketball back after it was tipped off of Dominic Capriati. Cardinals trying to continue one of their best starts in years and improved to 4-1 in the league. Chris Pryor trying to put the team on his back. He's got 14. Lamar back up by 3. Bonky Merring up the floor. What a bounce pass. Basil lost the handle, and that'll come back with Lamar. And that's what you can't have if you're on Contro's guys. Unforced errors.
You got 7 minutes to go. You got a layup on the other end, and it's in a turnover. That's pretty tough.
16 turnovers on the day for HCU, 10 for Lamar. Knight blue attire. Jump ball. Ron Contra wants to travel.
I'm mystified is what is a travel.
Yeah.
In other words, he rolled on the floor, turned over and over.
Yeah.
To me, that's a travel. And I'm not, you know this, I'm not bad to get on officials. But I thought that was a turnover.
Well, it's one of those ball don't lie scenarios where HCU had the possession arrow, so the Huskies will get the basketball. It flips back the way of Lamar. 6.5 left to play and change. A turnover for Green. That's coming back with the Cardinals.
That's 2 turnovers in a row at a crucial point of the game. I think that's the time you reverse the ball. You don't keep, when you constantly sit there and look, your defense adjusts to that.
You can't have empty possessions if you're HCU.
That's 2 of them.
Pryor swatted. Marcus Green with the rebound. Huskies can tie the game. Amarabe wildly off. BB Knight directs it to Mike, and he scores it.
We've had about every play you can have so far.
How about this? Green with 14. Capriati with 12. Amarabe with 12. Alvarez with 11. So balanced scoring like Errol White as he stands in with his 4th point.
Need to get Alvarez back into the game. He provides so much on both ends of the court.
He's waiting anxiously at the scorer's table. Capriati, his 5th triple of the day for the tie.
Yeah, but that great shot by Capriati, but Green did a nice job of penetration and kicking it up.
Boy, HCU lost a lot when Bryson Long transferred to Arizona State, one of the best 3-point shooters in this program's history. Dominic Capriati was a guy they looked to try to replace some of his production. He has certainly done it today. And he forces the jump ball in the defensive end.
Yeah, nice jump ball because they were getting ready to dunk that basketball. Great defense. And now getting Alvarez back into the game, a rebounder and a defender as well as a scorer.
And this is the lineup that you want on the floor really for both teams. Adam Hamilton with 3 fouls, Green with 3 fouls. That's really the only foul trouble to speak of. Deadlocked at 67 in the Darius Lee Memorial Classic. Couldn't have it any other way. Jay Sean Jackson over to Pryor. That's a push on Bonky Merring. And that'll be his 2nd.
And now that's into the bonus now by Pryor, who's not shooting but 77%.
When you have a situation like this for both coaches where you've only got 1 player apiece with 3 fouls, does that change the way you manage the game in the last 5 minutes?
It's too late. It's not but 5 minutes in the game. You're trying to you forget fouls.
Chris Pryor at the stripe. Huge day for him. Normally an excellent free throw shooter. 85%, but he just missed his 3rd of the day.
That's a big miss in a game this close.
Green keeps the dribble alive. Final 5 from Sharp Jim. Mike Amarabe. Gave it away. Pryor to Pennebaker. The Euro's off. The tip from White. That might be basket interference. That's what they say it is.
Great call. Great call.
Now, Rod Dixon, our official there on the sideline, had absolutely no hesitation. Take a look for yourself. What they're looking for here is if that ball was in the cylinder when White touched it, and it certainly looks like it was.
Yes. I don't. That's one of the things. He called it. Why does another official want to run in and question his call? Unless you're right. If I make a call, if you question me and you're right, I'm gonna listen to you. But if you're not, it's time to play.
Eric Cronenbush sorting it out and chatting with Alvin Brooks. And it looks like the call is going to stand. 4 minutes and 37 seconds left to go. Green steps back. Got it to go. Second fadeaway of the day for Marcus Green.
He's having such a game. He's having to do all the ball handling.
Another lead change. Hamilton puts it on the floor. Going right at Maring. HCU gets the rebound.
Great job of defending by Maring without fouling. You want to sit around and make Hamilton make a tough shot.
If you're HCU, you need a bucket here to try to cushion yourself. Green misses. Wouldn't you know, Lamar with another chance to tie or take the lead. Kavion Buckley. Buckley's off the mark. Looks like Anderson stepped on the baseline. I'll make it HCU's basketball. Back and forth they go. We've had 16 lead changes here at Sharp Gym. Find out who's going to walk away with the victory in regulation when we get back. Well, it's been a great offensive game here between HCU and Lamar, 69-67. One of the reasons why has been the Huskies' outside shooting, 6 of 17 today, Coach, including 5 from Dominic Capriati, including this, our three-pointer of the game.
Yeah, that's the three-pointer, the little step back from almost at the center line. That's been a great shot, there's no question. That's the key shot of the game. But right now, you got 3:33. You can't have many turnovers. I think right now Lamar's bringing back in Anderson. Terry Anderson, he's left-handed. He's very athletic. Somebody's got to match up with him. I'm not as worried so much about his scoring as I am making plays with the pass.
That three-pointer brought to you by Houston Tents and Events. Referees over at the monitor possibly looking at that last play where the ball was in the cylinder or not. I don't know if that's something that they can overturn.
I wouldn't think at this
by.
time. I wouldn't think at this time. Not as close as that is.
They're pulling away from the monitor. HCU's been in this position before, Coach. They had a lead in the final minutes in the game against Nichols in early January. They couldn't hold on and ultimately took their first loss in conference play. How did they flip the script and get the win today? And they are ruling the basket interference there. So we are now level at 69. Eric Cronenbusch coming over and saying that they can take a look at that at the next media timeout.
Well, it's the old saying it goes, that's a bitter pill to dissect right there, especially when you thought you had the lead. But you still got to make plays. It's time to make a play.
So the basket interference levels us at 69. Final 3.5 minutes from Sharp Jim. Wouldn't have it any other way, right? We're tied again.
That's the way it's always been.
A whopping 16 lead changes and 8 ties between these two today. Jay Alvarez putting the team on his back. The SUNY Sullivan transfer, the same school as the late Darius Lee, putting the team on his back in the Darius Lee Memorial Classic. "13 huge points for him today. HCU back on top. Terry Anderson gives it up. Hamilton right at Merring. Great defense from Bonke. Hamilton fouled. There's a real chess match going on there in the paint right now between Bonke Merring and Adam Hamilton.
I think Hamilton is doing a really nice job then of just staying after it. Missed the first shot, got it up, put it up, and now you're putting on the free throw line a 61% shooter. You better be ready to block out on the second free throw.
Hamilton off the mark. Good free throw shooting outfit at Lamar.
Here comes Knight in the game. Knight is a really good three-point shooter. He's capable of lighting it up from anywhere.
Hamilton 61% on the season, goes 1 out of 2 there. It remains a 1-point lead for HCU, trying to bring it home in front of the best crowd that they've had all season here at Sharp Gym.
Green has done a great job of handling the ball against this Lamar full court pressure. They drop back out at it.
Jay Alvarez with 13.
You got to know there's only 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Just 6 to shoot. Green can't hit off glass, and Lamar can regain the lead.
Lamar's going to try to go inside to Hamilton again.
Adam Hamilton with an extra pass. Chris Pryor, who else? Leading scorer today for Lamar, puts them on top. And a whistle interrupts play. Looks like that one's coming against the Cardinals.
Yeah, in the backcourt, but they've only committed 3 fouls. That's number 4. They've got a long ways to go before they get into the bonus.
BB Knight just picked up the personal. 8 fouls on HCU, 4 on Lamar, as Coach noted. Marcus Green has hit some big shots today. 16 huge points. Capriati. Offensive rebound to Merring. Merring with 9 huge boards today. Mike Amerabe fouling, will go to the line with a chance to take the lead.
I thought that was a good foul by Lamar at that time. Big Mike had it, was going to dunk the ball. You've got to know it. Down 1, 2 free throws with 1:20. What a game.
Michael Amerabe, the local kid. Great at the free throw line today. Just 5 out of 5. Another double-double. 12 points and 10 rebounds. Had the first 20-20 game in several years for HCU back in December. That looks like a lane violation against Jay Alvarez, so that negates the second free throw attempt.
That I'm going to say this. This is a negative statement. You never want to be in the lane when you got a free throw, especially when your team is shooting it.
Tied up with 1:12 left. Wouldn't have it any other way between these two. So evenly matched today. BB Knight, a local kid out of Tompkins. I don't know that that was a shot he meant to get on the rim. Karem's out of bounds and will stay with Lamar. And Alvin Brooks will take a timeout. He'll have one left after that. And we got our player of the game, sponsored by Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Coach Marcus Green, the second he stepped on the floor, you could tell there was something different to his game today.
There's no doubt he had the game. He not only handled the ball, not many turnovers, he scored, he played great defense. He went against this Lamar pressure the whole game. He penetrated, he dumped the ball. There was not anything that Marcus Green did not do in this basketball game. 16
points and 4 rebounds. 15 for Dominic Capriati today, 13 apiece from Jay Alvarez and Micah Marabay. If you're Coach Alvin Brooks in that Lamar huddle, what's the message to your team right now?
You're trying to figure out the one player you want to shoot this basketball. You got 20 seconds on the shot clock. You want it to get in bounds. And if I'm them right now with the thing they set up, I'm going to try to go to Hamilton inside. He's been the load. He's done a nice job when HCU doubles him. He passes the ball back out. But if I was going to play on it, I'm going to still hang that Anderson's going to penetrate. HCU's going to double off, he's going to lob it in, and Hamilton's going to shoot it.
What's the message if you're in Coach Cottrell's huddle?
You're just constantly saying, guys, you don't get beat on the first shot. You get beat on the second shot. If they miss it, we've got to rebound. And this is what we're going to run when we get it. We're going to get it, we're going to penetrate, we're going to try to set up Marion inside.
Both these teams want this win desperately. HCU trying to get within a game of 500 in the league. Lamar trying to continue its fantastic start and stay in pace in second place. Get to 4-1. Chris Pryor with 16 points, a game high for Lamar. Green step for step, but Pryor lays it in with 50 seconds left. Our 17th lead change of the game. HCU looking for an answer. Cold-blooded Marcus Green.
They ran a play to get Green the 3-ball. You've got to now set up. Don't give up a second change point.
Ice in his veins. Sharp Jim roars to life. 25 ticks on the clock. Anderson, Pennebaker, book it, a big-time triple. 21 seconds left. HCU has 3 timeouts, and Coach Cottrell wisely using one there. Oh my goodness, this game has been electric today. Back and forth they go with 2 huge threes on either end.
What great plays by both kids. Pennebaker and Green, great shots. They ran a little screen and roll play, Lamar did, and that caused HCU to kind of get in a scramble position. They were switching off, trying to help. Great offense by Lamar, great offense by HCU. Great game. We just got a great game.
If you're Ron Cottrell calling the timeout right now for HCU, are you going for the tie or the win?
Oh, I'm going to make a basket. I'll take whatever shot I can get. I'm not holding for one. I'm going to take the ball. I'm going to get the ball and try to get in some kind of 2-man game with Alvarez and Green. They are right now. They've got the points between them. If I can, I'm going to try to post up Marion and get him a shot. But I'm going to get the ball in bounds and try to get the first look at the basket that I can. I'm not going to hold and run the clock down. And I'm not going for the 3-ball. I'm just going for the first good shot I can get, whatever it is. If it's a 3-ball, take it. And then you got to crash the boards. Everybody has got to run to the goal, to the basket.
When you think about the advantages of having a coach with 33 years of experience, you said it all the time. He's one of the best in the nation in designing out-of-bounds play. This is what you live for. down 2, 18 seconds left, 2 timeouts in your back pocket.
Marion and Big Mike has to get on the boards. When the ball is shot, they gotta crash.
Lamar trying to steal one here in Houston. HCU looking for the tie or to take the lead. Alvarez turned away, no foul. A jump ball will keep it here with HCU as Amerbe comes up with the rebound.
Now, of all the calls they've made today, I'm watching the replay. I just don't see. Alvarez goes up.
That's a great jump by Amerbe to crash.
I'm not sure that was a jump ball.
Now 11 seconds to work with, and HCU will have the baseline out of bounds. Marcus Green to throw it in. Keep an eye on him. Marion hands it off. Gotta go. 8 to play. Amerbe up top. Green with 5. Step back for the win. Oh, he got it. There's just a second left. Marcus Green with ice in his veins.
That might be, I don't know what we're looking at the monitor about. He's 6 feet behind the line. Have you ever seen a greater shot?
That's way up there. Green with 2 huge fadeaways early. Both of those were from the mid-range. That one was from about 30 feet. And right now there's a second left on the game clock, Coach. This game's not over.
No. But what you got to do now is make them pass the ball anywhere but towards their basket. What a game. 78-77 with 1.08 left to go. I guess we're taking the time out.
20 lead changes in this game. Have you ever seen that before?
Have you? Never. Have I ever seen a game that you'll see it go up and down? 1.3, the shot, it stopped now.
And you can't defend that much better if you're Lamar.
Yeah.
Pennebaker was right there. 1.9 seconds left. So on the flip side, this game far from over. Lamar has plenty of time for a catch and shoot here.
Yeah. You let the ball go in bounds away anywhere in front of you. Don't try to deny the ball because they're going to run. They're going to try to throw it the length of the court. Now, I'll tell you something else. I like not putting somebody out of bounds on the ball. I like coming down here and getting in front of their big man, Hamilton. Knock the ball out of bounds.
Pennebaker to throw it in. Hamilton touches it for the win. It's off.